Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Hitting that beef with the fire. Nash me, hitting that boy with the fire.
So, what is up? How is everyone doing? I hope you all are doing well. If this is your first time seeing my face, hello, my name is Azlia.Williams. People like to call me Azzy, and I like to make content on YouTube. So, in today's video, I thought it would be super fun, and I feel like it's due to do another get ready with me. It's been a minute since I've done a get ready with me, just so you guys can see, you know, how I've been doing my makeup recently. It was gonna be how I do my hair too. I thought I filmed a whole portion of this video on how I do my slick backs, right? And this one actually turned out good. My hair hasn't actually turned out slick in a slick back in a minute. Tell me why sis wasn't even recording. I really thought I was doing something. I'm not mad, but I'm a little disappointed because I really wanted to put y'all on to how I do my slick backs. I'm going to take my time to show you guys how I like to do my slick backs because that's something I really wanted to incorporate in this video, and I'm really tight that I wasn't able to, so I'm gonna make sure to put you guys on. So if you guys would like to see how I do my slick backs personally, stay tuned for that video. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe if you would like to, so you guys know when that video goes up. In the title, it won't say how I do a slick back. I know that for a fact. So, very great news. Today's video is sponsored by Curology. I'm so excited. Curology is an amazing skincare brand, and I'm so happy that they have decided to collaborate with me, so I'm able to put you guys on to their products, share what my experience with Curology has been like. I've been using their products for the last couple of months, and I really like them personally, so I'm going to share them with you guys. But yeah, since my hair is already done, I guess it is gonna make it a little more simple, so we can just go ahead and hop into the makeup. I've gotten a lot of questions recently on like how I've been doing my makeup, what products I've been using, and I haven't really done my makeup on camera in a minute where I actually like talk to you guys through it. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Any products that I can link down below will be linked down below for you guys, so make sure to check the description after this video if there's any products that you guys want to purchase that were incorporated in this video. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the bathroom and get into the skin, because you know we gotta wash our skin, prep our face before we actually put makeup on it, so we can still have healthy skin underneath the makeup. So let's go ahead and hop in the bathroom, take you guys through the skincare routine. So let's get into this skincare. I know a lot of people have their opinions about Curology just because it's like if you don't have a specific skin type, people feel like they can't take you seriously. Whether they deal with this or that, everybody still likes to take care of their skin. So the way I like to take care of my skin is using Curology products. I've been using Curology products for the last couple of months. I have taken my time to use these products for a good amount of time to make sure I genuinely enjoy them, because if I did not genuinely enjoy these products, I would not be sharing them with you guys today. You guys know, please tell me the last time I did a sponsorship. I'll wait. Like, I really have not done too many sponsorships on my channel recently, so I'm really happy that my first sponsorship in a while is Curology, because they are products that I've genuinely been enjoying recently, and you guys know I would not promote anything on my channel that I am not genuinely enjoying. Curology is a super easy 3-step skincare process that is designed for your skin specifically. And when I say specifically, I mean specifically. This bottle has my name on it. How much more personal can it get? If you guys are struggling with finding the right products for your skin, or you just feel like doing skincare in general is a hassle, I really recommend Curology products because they make it a super simple process, so you never have to worry about buying this product or that product, because it's all just laid out for you. You don't even have to think about it. So whenever you sign up with Curology, you get the cleanser. This is what you use to actually cleanse your face. Then they also send you the moisturizer. Along with that, they also send you, this is a face cream that they recommend you apply nightly. It's a little more thick than the regular moisturizer, so it's going to soak into your skin overnight. This is a super moisturizing product for me, and I wake up with my skin feeling so nice. These products have been working really well to just help even out my skin and not have it produce all this excess oil that I don't really want on my face. So for me, as you guys can see, I have remotely clear skin, right? I'm very thankful for how my skin looks. I'm not complaining with how it looks, but for me, I am all over the place when it comes to skincare. I don't know what to use. I will go to the store and I'll pick out literally the first thing I see. I just don't really know what works for my skin specifically, and since I don't really notice a difference with any of the products I usually buy at the store, I'll literally just grab whatever, which probably isn't the best for my skin. So that's why I would prefer to use Curology products, because they are specifically designed for my skin. So I don't even have to think about it. They know it's beneficial for my skin, so that way I literally just have my 3 products here, leave them in my bathroom, and I use them every day, and that's literally it. They have made my skincare routine so easy. So instead of going to the store, going through the skincare aisles, just not knowing what to use for your skin and literally grabbing whatever, Curology is kind of just like, here you go, know, girl, just use these, you're good to go. Like, you don't even have to think about it. No need to worry, I got you. So if you would like to use Curology products, you're basically gonna go onto their website. You're gonna tell them about your skin. You're gonna tell them what type of skin you have, some things you may be dealing with that you'd like to improve. They just ask simple questions. They're easy to answer, just about your skin, so they can get to know your skin specifically. They'll have you send in pictures of your skin, and their professionals will do their best to create a formula that works good for you. Skincare is a journey. Trying to find what works for you is honestly a journey. Not everything is gonna work for everyone. Just because Curology may work great for me, I'm not promising you it's going to work perfectly for your skin, but I definitely would say it's worth a try to try some products that are specifically created by professionals for your skin. It's worth a try. So just to show you guys a little representation, this is what the cleanser looks like. You could just tell by the look of it that it's a creamy product. It doesn't really have a scent. It's just super gentle on your skin. This is what the serum looks like pumped out. I love the serum because it's so moisturizing, but it's not weighing my skin down. It doesn't make my skin feel heavy. Blends in super effortlessly. It just makes my skin feel moisturized but light and breathable at the same time. And then along with the cream that they recommend you applying nightly, it is a thicker product, but it's still not gonna leave my skin feeling weighed down and sticky. So with all that being said, I am going to have a link in my description box that's gonna take you right to the Curology website. There you'll be able to fill out the information they need to know about your skin to create products specifically for you. Clicking the link in my description will get you your first bottle for free. All you need to pay is $4.95 for shipping and handling. You can get your first bottle for free clicking the link in my description. Highly recommend their products. It's worth a try. There's trial and error, but I do recommend you go check out their website. Once again, links in the description. Thank you, Curology, so much for sponsoring this video. I'm gonna go ahead and actually wash my skin with the products, give you guys a little demo on that, and then we'll get into my makeup. All right, so our skincare has been completed. So let's go ahead and get into this makeup. My skin now feels nice and refreshed, and I just feel like I have a clean base for my makeup to sit on, which just makes me feel a lot better. I'm like looking at my products. The first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin. All right, so I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for you guys, since this is like not really a makeup tutorial because I'm not a makeup artist, but why is it not doing it? Just enough so like you guys can actually see what I'm doing to get ready. Okay, so to prime my face, I'm going to be using my First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. First Aid Beauty actually has so many different primer options, and they all work so well. This one is not even open, but this is the same thing and it is open. So I was trying to use a new bottle. But they have so many different primers that work super well. I love their primers because they moisturize your skin and prep it for makeup at the same time, and they also smell amazing. This is their Coconut Smoothie one that doesn't have like a super strong scent, but they do have like a watermelon version that smells amazing. So I'm just going to prime my skin like so, blend it in, have my skin extra moisturized for my makeup to be applied. So first thing I like to do when it comes to my actual makeup is fill in my eyebrows. So I use the Sigma Define Plus Pose Brow Pomade. I've tried multiple different brow pomades and they've all worked pretty similarly, to be honest. But if you're looking for something that's like a dupe for the Anastasia brow pomade, which is so expensive for no reason, you can get a Sigma brow pomade, and then Morphe has them as well, and they all work super well. It all just depends on the brush you're using, honestly. So I do have the Anastasia brush, and I do like to use this. It's like a super small angled brush, which gets the job done. Whenever it's time to fill in my eyebrows, I'm gonna need a mirror. I'm gonna kind of hold this mirror right here, so if you guys see me looking over here, it's because I'm trying to see what I'm doing. To fill in my eyebrows, the first thing I do is I just comb them out to give me like, you know, a good base. You know, just give them like somewhat the shape I'm going for. So I brush them out, and any excess long hairs on the top I kind of just like brush over so they're not like completely sticking out, but I haven't even filled them in yet, so it's not that big of a deal. Now it's time to go in with my actual brow pomade. So I'm going to put some of this on my brush. You don't need a whole lot. You don't want it to like glob on your eyebrow. It just depends on how bold you want your eyebrows to be honest. I like mine to be pretty bold. I like them to be like one of the highlights of the look, honestly. So I have some brow pomade on my brush, and I'm just gonna kind of outline the natural shape of my eyebrow on the bottom. I don't fill in the top. I'll kind of like brush in product into the top, but I don't necessarily line out the top. That would look like some Sharpie brows. I'm gonna get even closer, and the way I do this, it's kind of hard to do this while talking, but I'm just gonna kind of outline the bottom. I make them a little thicker than my natural eyebrows are because that's just the look I like. I like them to look a little bit bigger than they are naturally. So, you know, I'm getting a little more pomade and I'm continuing, you know, I'll kind of go up a little bit to outline the natural arch I have in my brow, and I'll bring it down here. The only time I'll go like up on the top is just for the tail of my brow to make it look sharper. I'll kind of go in like this, just kind of close in that tail like that. And then once I have like my base, like my main shape, I'll kind of go back in and I'll go in with some more brow pomade and just still kind of start from the bottom but flick it up to the top to create like a darker brow look, a bolder brow look, without making it look way too thick and like in your face. So, you know, just going in on any what look like bald spots and fill it in with some brow pomade, make them look a little more full, you know, kind of freshen up the line at the bottom. We want it to look as sharp as possible, or at least that's how I want my brows to look. So, you know, I just kind of go in like that. Doing my eyebrows has been such a journey. I remember whenever I was younger, like 15 years old, I would literally fill in my eyebrows with brown eyeshadow. So we've come a long way and we're still learning, but I'd say I've definitely gotten a lot better than I have been in the past. I'm just going to fill in our tail as well. Make sure everything just kind of looks filled in. Also, clean your brushes. First of all, it's just dirty to not clean your brushes, but then also if you want to get a more like a smoother application and a more precise application, if your brush ain't clean, like it's not happening. So that's pretty much it. That's how I like to fill in my brows. We're gonna clean them up and all of that, but when it comes to filling them in without any touch-ups, that's like pretty much what it'll look like. This is what it looks like compared to this brow. As you can see, it's just a lot more bold, filled in, you know, a little sharper. It may look a little crazy right now because I don't have any lashes on. It just looks like a lot, but once I apply the rest of the makeup, you'll see they kind of like, you know, fall together with the rest of the look. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Just gonna outline the bottom. I like to do my brows first before any other makeup because it's, you know, of course it's easy to mess up. We all make mistakes, especially with the eyebrows. Like, so if I make a mistake and I don't have any other makeup on my face, I can literally just wipe it off with my finger and it'll slide right off. Since the primer kind of makes my skin like smooth and silky, you can just kind of slide it off. So that's why I like to do my brows first. And I don't know, it's always how I've done things. I'd rather clean up my brows first, just make sure they're super crisp before I continue with the rest of the look, because the brows are like the highlight of the show. The brows and the lashes. You can do your brows and your lashes alone and look like you did a glam look. So I'm going to bring it out to the tail, extend it a little bit. I like to make my eyebrows a little bit longer than they naturally are. And I also try my best to make it look, you know, the same thickness as the other one. This brow is harder for me to do. It's not my dominant side. I'm gonna make this one a little bit sharper on the end because you can see there's like a difference. This one kind of goes more straight out and this one's more like curved down. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that. I think once I clean it up, it'll make a big difference. So brows have been filled in. Also, as you guys can see, the front of my brows is a lot lighter and less filled in than the rest. I like it to kind of be almost like an ombre effect where they start really feathery and light and they go into like a darker look. I don't like the look of them being super dark and super defined in the front. They just look like Sharpie brows to me and I don't want that. So that's what works best for me. This is what my eyebrows look like now. And the next thing I like to do to them is clean them up with some concealer. So actually just yesterday, I was at Sephora with Paige while I was still in Florida. And I went in there to get a concealer that's actually my shade, because when I went over there, when I tell you I got tan, I got tan. My concealer I was using before I left for Florida is nowhere near matching anymore. It makes me look so washed out, and that is now like my winter shade or my North Carolina summer shade, because Florida's sun hit completely different and it had me go out and go get a whole new concealer. So I got one that is just a lot more flattering on my current skin tone and I love it. In Sephora right now, they're not letting you like actually pick up any of the testers or anything. So the way they did it, they got like a clear plastic, you know, plate thing. He got the different concealers that he thought would be close to my skin tone, and he would just kind of swatch it on the piece of clear plastic, put it near my skin and see which one worked better. He just like allowed me to pick which one I thought would match better, and this is the one I picked. So I'm going to be going in with the Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 360. I think my winter shade in Fenty Beauty is 320. And then along with that, you know, I got to use my applicator brush. So I just have this flat brush. This is what I like to use to define my brows. This is the Sigma flat definer in E15, and I'm gonna go in with this. Let me get my mirror, but I'm gonna go in with some concealer. This is a handful. Get some off of the brush, and I'm going to clean up my brows. Cleaning up your brows makes worlds of a difference. So I'm gonna go in with my brush and clean up the bottom. Just try to get like as close to the actual brow as I can without actually getting it in my brow. Look how well this matches. You can't even see it. Usually for my brows, I like like to use like a slightly lighter concealer to kind of highlight them, but also the last thing I would want is to look like washed out or look like I'm using a shade of concealer that's not for my skin tone. That's not flattering at all on me. So I'd much rather just have something that completely blends in, so that way my brows look extra crisp, but you can't even tell I clean them up. So that's good for this side. I'm gonna do the same for this side. So the next thing I like to use is a brow gel to just kind of keep my brows in place. So right now I'm using the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt. This is what I use. It's in like the shade of my brows, or it's just like brown. I'll usually go in with like a clear brow gel, but I honestly don't really see a difference. Okay, so now that my brows are done, this is the finished look of my brows. Now I'm gonna go in with, I'm not gonna do foundation, but I'm gonna go in with my Glossier Skin Tint. You guys have probably heard me talk about this before, but it's basically like a tinted moisturizer. So it's going to overall even out my skin tone and make my skin look a little more smooth, but it's still like, you can still see my natural skin texture. You can still see my pimples, so that's that. So I like to go in with this. I have it in the shade G5. This looking kind of light too, not really on camera, but let's hope it blends in. So I'm just gonna go in with this. I put on a decent amount because it's super light coverage. I like to go in with a little bit more. So now that my face is covered in this product, I go in with my little beauty sponge. I'm gonna get it wet. Yeah, since it's so light coverage, I don't know, it looked kind of light, but it's just so light coverage that it doesn't really make a difference. I mean, it makes a difference in my skin, but you just can't tell it's lighter. See how it's just kind of evening out my skin tone and making it look really glowy? That's why I love this product. Bringing it up all the way to the top of my forehead, kind of like around my eyebrows where I clean them up, and just all over my face. I love this product because it definitely made a difference in my skin, but not to the point where I look caked up. Once again, it's just like a tinted moisturizer. It just looks super natural, which I love, and it's super easy to blend in. Next that I like to go in with is concealer. So I'm gonna go in with my same Fenty Beauty concealer, and I'm going to just, first of all, we always go under the bags. I have dark circles, so I'm going to go in with my concealer under my eyes, and then anything else I want to just kind of make a little less visible, I put it around my nose because I get redness, and just anywhere else where I want to, like, you know, slightly highlight or, you know, just look a little more smooth. Now that I have the concealer everywhere that I want it, I'm going to go in with my sponge again and just dab it into my skin. Fenty is just a really good makeup brand. I love the concealer because it has good coverage, but it blends in so easily. Usually whenever you use like a higher coverage concealer, it's so hard to blend in. Like, it literally doesn't move unless you drag it across your face, and that's not good for your face. So it's like, pick a struggle. But this just makes it super easy to conceal your skin, cover up whatever you want to cover up without it literally being a workout. Just kind of melts into your face like butter. So whenever I blend my concealer into my under eyes, I also kind of just like bring it up onto my actual eyes to just kind of lighten everything up. And that's pretty much it. This concealer is actually really good coverage. Like, it's high coverage, but it's also, once again, not gonna make you look cakey. This does not look blended out at all, so I'm gonna go in more of like a brush to blend that in more precisely because the beauty blender is not doing it for me. Okay, so now that that's blended into my liking, I am gonna go in with a smaller brush. Here, we're just gonna go in with another flat brush to just kind of get a little up close and personal to blend in that concealer I used to clean up my brows, because I hate when you can still see that, especially when the concealer is lighter than your complexion. It's not it. I just want my makeup to look seamless, and it's not going to unless we blend that in. There we go. That looks better. I want you to be able to tell I cleaned them up, but not to where you can literally see the concealer I used to clean them up. You know what I'm saying? All right, so my concealer has been applied, and the next thing I want to do, I was about to set my face, but I want to use a cream blush, and any cream products you're going to use, you definitely want to do before you set your face. I have my, once again, another Glossier product. This is their Cloud Paint in the shade Dawn. I love their cloud paints because they're so pigmented and you don't need a lot at all, but they give you that natural blush look, which I love, especially with this tan. So I'm just going to blend this in with the closest brush I have to me. Blend it in so it doesn't look like I'm literally sick, but just have like a natural blush that that looks adorable. I used to not use blush like that. I don't know why, I just didn't think it looked good on me, but I absolutely love it now, and I do it anytime I do my makeup. If I'm doing a more light look where I'm just doing like mascara, I'll always add blush, you know, a little bit of highlight, and that's pretty much it. I love the rosy cheeks look. You can kind of see it on camera. So now that I have my cream blush on, let's get a little spicy and contour my skin. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty Match Stick in the shade Mocha, and I'm going to use this to just kind of define my face a little bit. So I'm gonna put it under my cheekbone, my jawline, to like just define it. Also on the top of my head to just kind of bring everything together. I'm not gonna put it on my nose actually. And I'm just going to blend it in. I was told to always like blend your concealer going upward, and of course by habit I don't do that all the time, but if I remember I will. When it comes to under my jaw, I just kind of blend it in however, because nobody's really seeing that anyways. They're only seeing the effects of it, like, you know, they're not really looking under my head. So do the same on this side. I keep looking up because I'm basically using my viewfinder as a mirror, but I'm gonna blend that in along with the top of my head. This definitely doesn't show up as much on my skin as it did before my trip, because I'm getting closer to the color of the actual matchstick, but it definitely still does define my face, which I love. So now that I'm done applying all of my cream products, I'm going to set my face. To set my face, I'm just gonna use the Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless Powder. This is in the shade 330. Sometimes I'll use banana powder if I'm feeling spicy, but it's literally so messy, and if anything it just gives you flashback and can wash you out. So I'm just going to go in with a powder that's, you know, closer to my skin tone. I love this powder. You know, it sets your makeup, but it's not gonna make you look cakey, which I love. This is now what our face is looking like. The next thing I like to do when it comes to my makeup is more blush, but I like to go in with a powder blush. So I have my cream blush underneath the powder, but I also like to go in with a powder blush to just kind of, you know, kind of bring out the blush look even more. So I'm gonna go in, where's it at? This is like a Anastasia blush trio. I got this at TJ Maxx for a really good price, and I go in with this coral shade right here. This is in Pool Party. I go in with the more coral shade here, which kind of matches the cream blush I was using. Just kind of bring out my cheeks and apply the blush like so. Once again, I personally love the blushy look, so I am not shy with it. So that's that. So now that my blush has been applied, the next powder product I like to go in with over top of the powder is highlight. So the other day while I was at Sephora and I got that concealer, I also got the Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm. This is their all over veil. Oh child, I'm gonna use this as highlight. Oh my gosh, this color is just speaking to me, especially with this tan going on. I have a Trophy Wife and I have Diamond Balm, right? I have both of these that I got a while ago, and Trophy Wife I'll use more frequently. It's literally gold. It's like powdered gold, but this right here, huh. This is my first time seeing it like out of the box. Oh child, this is it. This is literally it. So let's do a little first impression on my face for the first time. Okay, let's go in with some of our diamond veil. I need a mirror for this one. Yes, it literally blends in perfectly. Can't really see it on camera too much, but okay. Just wait till it hits the sun, baby. I'm gonna go in on the tip of my nose and also on the upper bridge of my nose. I never do it like on the whole bridge of my nose, but just like a little higher up. And then along with that, I go in under my brows, highlight the brows a little bit. My upper lip, which is usually gone immediately, but it's the thought that counts. Yes! And then I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush, like a super small brush, and put it on my inner corners. I usually use my fingers for this, but my nails make that kind of complicated. And there we go. So now that I am glowing, we've brought some dewiness back into my face. Not really, but it looks more dewy than it did before. What do I do next? I think I set my face next. I'm making sure. But yeah, the next thing I do is I set my face. So to set my face, I recently picked up this Tarte Maracuja Miracle Mist. This is a continuous setting spray. I always prefer continuous setting spray over regular setting spray. It just sprays out a lot smoother. It's like you could literally open your eyes and spray this on your face at the same time, because it's such an indirect application to your face, if that makes sense, instead of literally spraying you in the face. I like how I just started spraying it on my face and shut the hell up. And once again, like, it's actually enjoyable to apply because it's not just like spritzing you in the face. So then I just kind of fan it out, you know, a mixture of fanning, letting it dry on its own. I like to use a lot of setting spray because the last thing I want to do is look cakey. Like, you got to think about what it's going to look like once you go out in that natural light, once you go out in that sun. It's good to look at your makeup in different lighting, especially natural light. The best light to do your makeup in is natural light, because you can see what it's actually going to look like outside. Because what your makeup looks like in the bathroom mirror is not the same as what it's gonna look like in a mirror in front of a window. So just be aware of that. Oh my gosh, that just like, it really sets everything into your face and just makes it look so much nicer. I'm gonna do this one more time just because I really recommend this setting spray. So I'm going to blend this in again. Now that my makeup is set into my face, I just went in with a Q-tip, put some saliva on it, and like cleaned up my lips to make sure I didn't have any product on my lips, you know, just so we can keep the natural pink instead of them being like covered in concealer. So now that my skin is set, I'm not gonna put anything else. No other skincare makeup products are gonna be put on my face, no other concealer or anything like that. So now we can focus on these lashes. Let's get into these lashes. So you guys know I am a fiend for some big falsies. I used to get eyelash extensions in the past. I was getting them consistently for like 6 months, and then my body just randomly decided to reject them, literally get horrible, I guess, allergic reactions when I got them. So I don't get them anymore. But at first I was like a little disappointed, but now I'm glad I don't, because it allows me to embrace my face without 8-pound lashes weighing my lashes down. Gotta embrace the face. Before I go in with falsies, I like to put on mascara, so that way when I curl my lashes and put mascara on my lashes, it kind of gives almost like a shelf for the falsies to sit on. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes and apply some mascara on my bottom and my top lashes first. So I've had this eyelash curler literally since I can remember. Like, I don't think I've ever had a different one. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes. My natural lashes are pretty short, but with the right mascara you can get like some pretty full lashes naturally. And I'm about to show you guys what mascara does that for me personally. So I'm just gonna curl them. It literally looks like I'm pinching my eyelid. So the mascara I'm currently using is by Maybelline, I think. No, L'Oreal. Yeah, this is L'Oreal's Voluminous Lash Paradise. This mascara is basically a dupe for the Better Than Sex, which I was running out of. So I got this, and if anything, it works better. So good. So I just go in with this, you know. I try my best to not get it all over my eyelids, but if I do, that's what we have a Q-tip and our saliva for. You don't really have to go crazy with the mascara on your top lashes if you're gonna put falsies on, because it's not really gonna be seen. It's really just to create a base. I'm just gonna do the same. I got it on my finger. Okay. I'm gonna do the same with the other side. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the mascara on my bottom lashes, which takes longer for me because I like my bottom lashes to be super visible. I just really like how mascara looks on the lower lashes. So I'm gonna take my time with this one. Now that the mascara has been applied, so I don't look like a raccoon, I like to clean up just kind of underneath the lashes, really close to my lash line, to make sure I don't have any mascara just chilling there, because that just doesn't look cute, honey. I clean it up the best I can. I kind of comb them out so they're not all like clumped together. So now that my mascara has been applied, we're gonna get into these falsies, and I'm so excited because I actually received a lot of new lashes in the mail. Not sponsored, but I did purchase them. So I got some lashes by the Dollhouse, and child, these look bomb, like giving me very much spider legs, and I could not be happier. These look super bold to me. Whew, yes, these are my type of lashes. So I'm gonna leave their website in the description so you guys can hit them up. They're like a smaller lash company, and oh my gosh, let me not hype them up too much yet because I haven't even put them on yet, never tried them, but they're giving me very much spider legs and I love it. So the first thing we need to do when you get a new pair of lashes is cut them to fit your natural eye. I'm gonna take them off of here with my tweezers. Oh my gosh, yes. So the way I cut them to my natural eye shape is I'll just kind of like put the lash up to my eye and kind of just see where I need to cut it. Wow, these are huge. Yeah, no. See, I love them, but not today. That is amazing, but I just don't want to go that crazy today. How about these? Let's try these. These look like this. I love those lashes though. I've never had anything more intense than that, and I love it. Just not for today, because I'm going over to my family's house today to go see them. I haven't seen them since I got back from vacation. I literally got back last night. Let's see what these are looking like. Yeah, I can do this. They're still huge, but not as big as the other ones. So I'm just gonna kind of set it where I want them to be. This one I'm gonna need to cut off barely. The only thing I'm gonna cut off with these lashes, because they pretty much fit, you see how they have like a little bit of extra band like over here. It's on both sides, a little past where the lashes actually go. I don't want that, because that's just gonna make it very obvious you're wearing lashes, and you don't want it to be obvious that you're wearing lashes. It could be obvious, but we still want them to be applied correctly if it's gonna be obvious. I'm not like a professional, I'm not like the best, but I've definitely gotten better with applying lashes over time, and I'm gonna show you guys the technique I like to do to put them on to the best of my ability. So I'm gonna cut them on both sides. So now that I've done that, I'm going to just set them both in front of me so I can see them. And I'm going to need to, you know, apply some glue to them. One of the best glues I've ever used. This is a very close tie with the Kiss lash glue. Shit is fire. But this is the Duo lash glue. This is the brush on adhesive one. The one with the green letters is the best. The other ones actually aren't even good to me at all, to be honest. But this one has like a really good hold, and it also dries really quick, which is good. I like to apply a lot of glue, not like to the point where it's literally globbing and like hanging off the lashes, but a good amount to where everywhere that the lash is going to be applied to my actual lash line is going to have glue on it. Don't miss a beat, because that's where you're going to be struggling and your lash is going to be hanging off, and I promise people can see that. I also like this lash glue because it dries clear, so even if you put a little too much lash glue on it, it'll dry clear and it won't be an issue. But just gonna apply the glue like so, and you're gonna want to let it dry for at least like a minute. Let it get tacky. That's where people go wrong. They'll like put glue on their lashes and then they'll go to try to apply them right after they put the glue on, but at that point the glue is still slipping and sliding. But if you like give it a little bit of time to get tacky, it's literally waiting to stick onto something, so that way it's gonna be a lot easier for it to stay attached to your lash line, because it's got time to get tacky and sticky, and we want it to be sticky for them to actually stay on it. So I'm gonna let those dry for a second. I'm actually in the process of getting a video ready to upload now, so I'm gonna check on that while my lashes are drying. All right, so I'm back and I have one of the lashes on the tweezers, and I'm just gonna kind of air it out. This lash glue specifically, once it starts to get a little more transparent is when I know it's ready to apply, and it also turns blue when it starts to dry, which is cool. So I'm just gonna air it out. And the way I like to apply my lashes, you know what the key is to applying lashes, is not starting from the inner corner or the outer corner. You start by applying it to the very middle, so then that way if you stick it to the middle first, right, it makes it so much easier to apply both of the other sides, because if you apply it to the middle, you only have but so much left hanging to, you know, stick onto the rest of your lash. But if you start all the way in the inner corner, like you got all the extra lash hanging off your eye. I don't really know how to explain that, but just try it. I promise it's a lot better. So I'm gonna go in let's zoom in, and I'm going to start by sticking it to the middle, as close to your lash line as you can. Get really up close and personal. Okay, right? So we have the middle applied. So now that we have the middle, I'm going to stick on the inner corner. Take your time. Oh, it's burning. Hold it, let it bind with your lash line. Okay, so if the lash isn't sticking to my liking, I don't recommend this, but I do it. I'll go in with the lash glue while the lash is on my eye, and I'll kind of go in and apply it where I need more glue, and I'll wait for it to dry like that. Especially if like the majority is already sticking, I don't want to go in and redo the whole process. So while the extra glue I just put on this lash is drying, I'm gonna go in and apply the other lash the same way. So I'm gonna start by applying the lash in the middle, as close to my lash line as possible. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing to the end. Outer corner as close as possible. This side's burning. This ain't a cute process. Hold it if you need to. Once again, I've also never used these lashes before, so okay, this one was a lot easier. Okay, so this one's applied. This one's burning because I did apply glue really close to my actual eyeball. Once again, I don't recommend doing that. The safest thing to do is just take the lash off and do it again, so your eyes aren't watering, because you don't want to mess up your makeup that you just did. So I'm gonna let it air out, since it did kind of irritate this eye a little bit because I got glue really close. Okay, not bad. These lashes are huge. All right, so the lashes have been applied to my liking now, and something I recommend you doing, the best way that I recommend you checking if your lashes are put on correctly or not, or just like, you know, look good, is take a picture like this. Okay, take a picture, put your phone at an up angle and look down, so you can see what people are gonna see when you look down. If your lashes are hanging off by a thread, you know, from this angle, other people can see that your lashes is hanging by a thread. I was sitting here looking in the mirror, and these lashes looked off to me because I feel like they're making my eyes look way down. Like they're making my eyes look a little droopy, and I think I need to cut them down a little bit more so that they're not extending as far on the outer corner, so my eyes still look open and wide, like just not weighed down. Because I feel like that's what's making me feel like these lashes ain't the best. So I'm gonna rip these off, and I'm going to cut off this cluster right here. It's this cluster right here that's making my eyes look way down. So I'm gonna cut these, reapply them, because I already kind of showed you guys how I'm gonna do that, and I'll get back to you guys and show you what they look like cut down and reapplied. Okay, so I reapplied the lashes, and I'm definitely feeling them a lot more now without them looking like they're weighing my eyes down. I think this looks better. What do you guys think? So the last thing I'm doing, this is like the final touch besides lip gloss. I've been doing this thing to my inner corner where I get like these little rhinestones and I apply one. I'll either apply them to my inner corners or I'll put them under here, and I just think they make the look so bomb. Like, it just adds such a nice touch to your face, and I'm all about it. So I've been doing that recently. I get these little rhinestones off of Amazon. I brought a lot to Florida, but I don't know where they went. So these are a little tricky to apply because they are so small, so definitely take some time. But I use these tweezers that came with them. They're like super sharp and precise. I'm gonna get 2 out because I'm gonna apply one to both my inner corners. I'm just gonna flip them both over onto the back, which is what I'll actually be applying to my skin. I get lash glue. That's how I keep them on, and I'll just apply it. Oh, I don't apply it to the actual rhinestone, so I don't know what I'm doing. I usually apply it to my inner corners. So I just let that dry, and once again it dries clear, and then I'll either get my tweezers and set them onto the inner corner, or I'll literally just get the gem, stick it onto my finger. They usually like stick onto my finger, and I'll just apply it that way. So I'm just gonna let the glue once again get tacky and then apply these to the inner corner. So now that the glue on my inner corners is like not even visible anymore, that means it's starting to dry up and get tacky. So I'm literally just going to get the rhinestone. You know what, let's use the tweezers. I'm being very indecisive at the moment. Where'd my tweezers go? So I'm gonna get one of the rhinestones and just pick it up, and I'm just going to apply it to my inner corner where I put the glue. At this point, this is what brings my look together. Like, I love it, especially with my nose stud. It just all comes together. All right guys, so this is my final makeup look. This is what I like to do when I want to get somewhat glam, you know, do a little more full coverage makeup. This is my go-to. This is what I've been doing. I've literally taken you guys through every step. Anytime you guys see me having like a more glam face of makeup on Instagram or in my videos, this is exactly what I did. Products may vary, but the goal is the same look. Let me apply some lip gloss to kind of tie everything together. This is the Juicy Melon lip gloss from Victoria's Secret. They have some pretty good lip glosses, but you could literally go to the beauty supply store down the street and they got the same lip gloss for like $1 a piece, and it's like the best lip gloss ever. You can also order them off of Amazon. But this is the finished look. If you ever want to get a little extra cute, you know, for a day out, or literally just trying to feel cute in the comfort of your own room, I recommend you guys trying out this look. Don't forget, if you guys would like to get your first bottle of Curology for free, I'll have the link in my description box below. But that is going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have got all the way to the end and you have not subscribed yet, please make sure to do so. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.